good afternoon, good night. Welcome back to Football SPEEDDIAL. We've had a blockbuster weekend. Goals, fights, scuffles, disappointments, surprises. Oh, it's a blockbuster weekend. Well, let's get right into it. Before that, it's time for Shimmy for Dummy.
Everything is gone.
We left the last episode by knowing what's the basic rules of the game, and I said there will be a special episode for offside rule. But in today's episode, let's look into right only the offside rule. To define offside, when the pass is made to a scorer, if he is beyond the last man defending, then he is offside. For example, let's take this picture, let's take this video. In this video, as you can see, when the Southampton player passes the ball, the scorer is actually onside. He is right behind Smalling here, but there is another player who is actively offside. This player is offside, but not the striker who scores the goal. This is technically what it is. In the opponent's half, when the final pass is made to the scorer, when the pass is initiated, the time of initiation matters, not the time of receiving the pass. So, when the time of the pass, if the attacker or the scorer, the person who is involved in the play, is beyond the last man of defense, then he is offside. Okay. Well, there are a few exceptions or a few rules to this rule also, sub-rules I'd say. They are that it applies only in the attacking half and it applies only to the attacking team if there are players who, if the ball is beyond the last man line is not considered. The line of the ball is considered, and there are no offsides for the corner kicks. You know why? Because the ball is exactly at the corner, which is the last line beyond which there is the end line. And ricochets or deflections or hitting the post and returning, all this doesn't count. Only the time of the pass counts. And lastly, only a pass from your own teammate counts. If the opponent teammate mispasses it to you and you are in an offside position, you don't count as an offside position. It's onside and you can go ahead and score a goal. I hope the video evidence has helped you all understand the concept. Well, in today's section of Shimmy for Dummy, I'm gonna stick only to offside. I'm not gonna go beyond it. Then that concludes the section. Let's move on. We can review.
Everything is gone.
Well, what a weekend we've had. Chelsea winning again, 2-1 at West Ham. Costa and Hazard. Who's gonna stop them, man? Who's gonna stop them? Maybe one of the top 6 teams, but still difficult. Let's see. Hope they don't run away with a 15 or 20 point lead, making Premier League look too easy for an Italian manager. Well, considering it was Ranieri who won it last year. Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Everyone expected United to win. Of course, bad performances by Pogba, by Zlatan missing a penalty and getting involved with that defender. Well, to my opinion, both of them should have been sent off at halftime. And fans are of course incoming. Going ahead, we have the Liverpool Arsenal game, and Liverpool Arsenal, like I predicted, finished 3-1. Oh yeah, we have a couple of fans here helping us out with the preview of this weekend. Starting off with the winning team's fan. Here you go.
Everyone, my name is TAHER and I'm here to talk about Saturday's high-octane match between Liverpool and Arsenal.
So Taher, can you give us the first half and the second half reviews as to what happened, what did not happen?
The first half basically was Liverpool's. They did what they liked, they attacked when they liked, and defensively also Liverpool was good in the first half. After half-time, introduced Alexis Sanchez, and as soon as Sanchez was introduced, the whole tempo of the game changed for Arsenal. They stepped up their game. Still, they were not at the level of Liverpool, so basically Liverpool was still dominating them. But due to the introduction of Alexis Sanchez, they were able to get one goal. Even after that, they were one goal behind, and in the closing moments of the game, that was 91st minute, Wijnaldum got his one goal, which he thoroughly deserved.
Anyway, going ahead, what do you have to say about the form of Liverpool? Like, what kind of form are they in? Like, like, give me an idea about it. What do you feel as a Liverpool fan?
The form of Liverpool, so I don't know what to say about it. They're not good, they're not bad. Well, the only thing I can say is they're inconsistent. When they're good, they're really good. When they're bad, they're really bad. They just need to work on their team, because the team, the players they have right now, they are not world class. There are players who are good, for example Mane, Coutinho, Wijnaldum, but they need more players like that.
Okay, final question, last question I would say. What do you think Liverpool has to do to get that consistency back? Or what do you think is that they're lacking? What's the X factor they're lacking?
They need a striker, for example. Firmino won't do next season. They need a striker who can bail them out in difficult situations. For example, against Leicester, against Hull. They need a player who can drag the whole team when the team is not clicking. For example, Zlatan at United, Messi at Barcelona, and Aguero at Man City. So they need someone like that.
Fair enough. Like he says, yeah, the striker is or a one man who can do something for the team when they're in deep shit. That's what Liverpool is lacking. I feel the same as well. Well, going ahead, let's listen to the Arsenal fan now. Hello, Lochan, how are you?
Hey Kuttaiah, how are you doing? Hope everything's awesome. I'm doing good too.
How does it feel? Give me, anyway, leave it. Just tell me, what's your review of the game?
My thoughts on the game. It was a very disappointing performance. An away game at Anfield is always very difficult to play, and we didn't do ourselves any favors with the kind of performance that we put in. I think basic defending errors, Bellerin's inexperience. He's usually a better player going up, but made a lot of errors while attacking as well. And the second goal, Monreal just unaware of Mane being behind him, and these kind of things you really don't get away with when you're playing against Liverpool at Anfield. And going 2-0 down at halftime, I think the team just did not look like they had any intent from the first minute, and that has been the biggest problem. We've been playing some pathetic first halves this season, and that is just continuing, and that doesn't look like there's any end to it. And that being said, Sanchez did improve us a lot in the second half, but Liverpool still creating the better chances. That's how bad our performance in the first half was. 3-1 in the end. I think Wijnaldum's goal was just, us giving up as a team.
Okay, fair enough. What do you think about, why do you think Sanchez was left out of the starting 11? It was pretty surprising for everyone, so...
Coming to the issue of whether Alexis Sanchez would have made a difference last night, yes, definitely. He's that kind of player. He gives the entire team a boost. Keeping him on the bench is something that really cannot be explained. I don't know what Wenger exactly was going for, but like he explained, that it wasn't because of Bayern Munich. It was more because he wanted a more direct approach by starting Giroud and Welbeck, who are, according to him, better in the air than Sanchez, which is again not very convincing. So I think in the second half it clearly showed. When Alexis Sanchez came on, the entire team, they were winning 50-50 battles a lot more. They were showing more intent, because that is the kind of influence that a player like him can have. His work rate, his ability, it just gives the team a boost, and I think that is what we needed. Playing in a big game in Anfield, that is the kind of intent that you need to show if you're going to get something from the game. And benching him just did not make any sense.
Okay, final question to all Arsenal fans. Everyone this question is on everyone's mind right now. Wenger out or Wenger in?
Finally, the most important question surrounding Arsenal Football Club at the moment is Arsene Wenger going to be the manager next season? Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't call myself, an ardent Wenger out supporter, but it's getting very difficult to stay on this side. It's very difficult. It's getting very difficult to back Wenger up, because performances have been, going worse and worse every game week, and even though I wouldn't like to overreact and take an emotional, get the hell out of my club kind of view, it's still getting pretty ugly. He's built a very fine legacy at the club, but I don't want to see all that spoiled now. And I think it's for the sake of everybody involved. I think Arsene Wenger, it's better if he steps down.
Well, thank you, Lochan. Thank you for joining us. See you. Alright. As far as I've seen, Arsenal fans are all calling for Wenger's blood right now. But we cannot ignore the fact of his service for the club for the last many years. But I just feel that's the time to inject some new blood, to inject some new energy into that Arsenal side. Because Wenger has not been able to recapture his skint living form of 2004-2005 since 2004-2005. It's been 10 years right now. By the end of the year, I am expecting Arsene to leave Arsenal. Well guys, this is it for this weekend's episode of Football SPEEDDIAL. Well, I hope you like this new segment where I get my friends to talk about the game more than just listening to me. Hit like or leave a comment below telling me what I can change, what I can do better, or what you think I should be adding to this show to give it more spark. Or if you want to feature on this show. Well, until next time, until the weekend, see you.